There are 9 portals in a 9th month, and none of them are Mercury retrogrades. I bet you were glad to hear that. So I want to break down the full energy forecast, nice and early for you guys for the month of September. So get your pens ready, get your pads ready, and we're going to dive deep into it with the first portal. The first portal actually opens up on September the 1st, which is Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So I've made plenty of notes here for you guys. Now, what is it going to do here? It's going to make you reevaluate what is going on in your life. So maybe you'll be in that thinking mode. What's going right for you? What's not going right for you? What can you do better? Because this energy allows you to try and get some stability here. Some stability and balance. So I highly recommend everybody during this portal is to work on that. Maybe you've been thinking, oh, maybe I'm doing a job that I don't enjoy, or maybe I'm in a relationship and I'm not quite sure about it. I don't feel that much certainty. Or maybe you've been working on overtime and you felt you need a bit of grounding. Maybe you're just requiring some more balance, some more structure to your life. And this is kind of what this energy is going to give you, because it's going to ask you to have some sort of security. So things like organizing your savings, things like organizing your calendar, organizing your to-do list, right? Having those deep conversations with your partner about your future. These things are very much called for during this time because you need that sense of security. And that's what also may create some conflicts during this time. By the way, if you relate to anything I've said, you can let us know inside the comments below, because it's always nice to see, especially for new people coming into astrology, when they're like, is this real or not? But if everybody shares, at least we can help everybody understand the situation a little bit better and understand that, hey, you're not alone in this. It could be that your partners have been triggered recently and they're requiring you to make some promises to them. They don't usually do that. Usually everything's okay, but now they're requiring that sense of security. Why? Well, next time you know. It's because this portal is open. That's what it's asking. The second portal is straight after that. The day after, you've got the new moon in Virgo. Now, this particular new moon, I actually made a separate video talking about it. So if you guys really want to understand it more, you can watch the other video. I'll probably put the link around this video somewhere and probably in the description too, so you guys can check it out after you watch this. This new moon is about organization skills. It's about setting new intentions. It's also about looking after your health and your well-being. So pay close attention to those things. Obviously, like we always say, it's good days for those 5 days in the new moon portal to really get focused on what is it that you're looking to manifest for the remainder of this year. Because everything's going to manifest over the next 7 months. So it's kind of a big time for manifestation. Now, moving straight into the third portal is September the 4th, when Mars enters into Cancer. Now, this is going to be very interesting because when Mars enters into Cancer, you're going to feel like you don't want to be logical anymore. Those of you who usually overthink, you're going to find that you're making these more intuitive decisions recently, and you don't know why. You're able to follow your gut a little bit more, follow your heart a little bit more, and not be one of those party poopers who kind of like, no, it shouldn't be done that way. So you're going to be a little bit more flowy. You're going to want to dance with the universe. That's what you're going to feel. My recommendation for everybody there is just to trust that feeling. Go with it. Universe is supporting you. Universe is on your side. So if the energies are allowing you to dance with the universe right now, just go for it. Go for an adventure. Don't need to do everything by the rule book. That's the points I'm going to give you for this particular portal. And you'll see a lot of new manifestations will blossom from that. Now moving on the 8th of September, we've got Pallas. Athena enters into Sagittarius. Now, when this is happening, what's it going to do? It's going to really stimulate your creative ideas. Your inquisitiveness, it's going to stimulate. It's going to stimulate your downloads and your intuition. So it's quite an intuitive month, actually, if we look at it like that. Emotional and intuitive through this month of September. And what this will do is it'll allow you also, because you've got it entering into Sagittarius, you've also got this strategic thinking. You're going to want to make time for some planning here, right? Or even find yourself a strategist or a mentor or coach to ask, what are the steps that you need to do? And you're going to find that with those steps, you're going to be able to add your own flow into it, add your own creativity and make it your own. And it's important to get those solid foundations and flow with those energies. And if you do, you'll find that you're going to receive a lot of magical downloads during this time. And trust, I always say, everything that shows up for us is for us. So have that trust in knowing that message you are supposed to receive. On the same thing happening on September the 8th, we got Mercury entering into Virgo. Now that's interesting, because again, you've got the creative side, and again, you've got the thinking side. You've got the communication and thinking side. So during this date, it will create some conflict. Not just you in conflict with other people, especially if you have different signs, that may happen, but you in conflict with yourself. Your heart desires something, your mind says, maybe it shouldn't be that way. I'm saying the key to optimal flow state is what? Is the balance between discipline and surrender. Discipline is in the systems. Make sure the systems you're using is right. Make sure the protocol, the strategy, the planning is done correctly. But once it's done, understand that man makes his plan and God has his plan for you. So allow for you to dance around the plan. Having a plan is important, but your flexibility is equally as important. So please practice for a flexible mind, a body, and a spirit. Moving on to the 17th of September, you have full moon and the you got the lunar eclipse, okay? And it's in Pisces. This full moon and this lunar eclipse can bring a lot of emotional feelings. Now, a lot of emotional triggers, I think I should add there. The reason why is because you've got the eclipse. When it talks about the eclipse, what happens is, put it like this, right? You got a moon, you got eclipse, or you got the sun, or you got eclipse. It's covering up the light. When light is covered up, what happens? Well, we are witnessing how dark energies are at play. I don't want you guys to see dark energies as, oh, that sounds very horrible and everything bad's going to happen. No, because destruction is also part of the life cycle. Destruction, preservation, creation, it will continue to evolve. Every 12, 15 years, it will evolve again. Every month it evolves. Destruction is not bad. Destruction is just time to let go. Destruction is to leave the old behind. Destruction is a cleansing, is a clearing. When you clear that old space, guess what happens? You clear space for new things to come into your life. So what I'm saying is, if you're finding that emotionally you're getting triggered, or the people around you are getting triggered and you don't know what's going on, well, don't need to overthink it. Always trust the universe is on your side, right? Any rejection is God's protection. Any challenge is a blessing in disguise. It's all there working with you, whether it seems to be or not. So just trust in letting go and moving forward, and you do very well through this particular portal. Moving nicely into the last three portals, two of them are together, happening on the 22nd of September. You've got the sun entering into Libra. That's the fall equinox, by the way. So that will mark the beginning, obviously, of autumn, and it's going to require some balancing. You're going to feel a little bit less grounded. You're going to feel a little bit out there a little bit. You're going to feel a little bit less calm, but it's part of the journey because it's progressing into a different festival, right? The festive season. But then at the same time, what you've got is you've got Venus entering into Scorpio on the same date. That's the 22nd. Now, when that happens is it creates a lot of intensity when it comes to relationships and finances. You're probably going to find that your partner is demanding some more intimacy or intimate time with you. You're probably also going to find that your finances is requiring your attention a little bit during this particular phase. But be rest assured that whatever happens, it's happening for a divine purpose. September as a whole is a beautiful month. Don't be fearful of it. Don't be fearful of these things that are happening. It's all part of the journey, but things may feel a little bit intense when it comes to finances and when it comes to relationship. The final portal is the 26th of September when Mercury enters into Libra. Now, what does this do? It will create this feeling of purpose. It's probably going to pull you towards something bigger than what you're doing right now. That righteousness, that loyalty, that powerful energy, that powerful spirit that you are deep down inside is going to kind of like blow it up and make it fully blown wide. You're going to feel the energies. You're going to want to do more. You're going to want to do the right thing. You're going to want to make some sort of difference to humanity. And I know that may sound a little bit far-fetched for those of you who are watching it outside of the portal because you're not feeling it right now. But those of you who have been feeling that, you know, maybe you've been enjoying your job or your relationship, but something seems to be missing, but you've never been able to put your finger on it. And what is that thing that's probably been missing? I'll tell you now. It's got to do with that sense of purpose. It's got to do with that sense of service, that sense of contribution that is beyond oneself. So my recommendation for that last portal happening at the end of the month, nicely moving into the month of October, by the way, is to wind down and start thinking. What kind of actions could you do today that could impact the world and humanity? How could you start? Just with 1 life, 2 lives, 5 lives, 10 lives? How could you start making this difference? Because again, all the karma deeds, the good karma deeds you're doing, and all of these seeds you're sowing is going to blossom after the month of October, moving November, December, January, and February. This is the full September energy forecast. By the way, if you guys are interested in this type of stuff, I highly recommend you guys click the first link inside the description. I'm going to invite you to join our groups, Facebook groups or Telegram groups, because inside there, you're going to see a lot of different updates that I give there as well. And then we can hang out and get to know each other a little bit better. If you enjoyed this video or you got anything out of it whatsoever, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. When you're watching this video, I will already be in India, so maybe I would have saw some of you already. And finally, if you're new to this channel and I haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's that little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos, so you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.